Right then, I have done a little bit. I restarted my system. I upped my overclocking on my GPU a bit and did a stress test, and it was still fine even after being upped. So I really don't see what the issue could have been. But I did have a Windows update yesterday, so that could have done anything. As well as it just being something like a Steam update or some other tertiary thing that was causing some issue. Some background process. So we're waiting until everything stops being played. Well, so far it feels better. And then it hits slightly, but it is loading up. And it's kind of what I'd expect. Hello. Bump the graphics back to what they were. Just to see if it still runs. Try not to get smacked in the face. Yep, seems fine. We'll move slightly closer. Nope, it's already got the blurring effect, and I think that is probably the distant field ambient occlusion. I really need to sort out a better way of emptying my inventory. I probably will head back out to get some more tools and stuff. Tools? More resources. To some nearby area, that kind of thing. That is a ton of stone. Stone? Whatever. Close enough. Shiny stone. No, I can just about carry 200 metal. I suppose Power Worlds is a game quite similar to this, would it not be? Maybe that's a game I should try playing. I heard a lot about it, and I did have a lot of interest in it, but there was a time where I didn't know if that game was going to be up for very long. Given that it has Nintendo sniffing about now. I'm going to get them up to 400 speed as well. Which I've probably gone back and forth on like 100 times. Trying to decide whether I would or would not. Right, you already get 110% speed. Give you a tiny amount of extra weight, I suppose. One of them's gotten stuck again. They're like tiny hands. Tiny hand feet. One of these is still not seeded. The other one is now unseeded itself again. So I'm guessing I just need to go and get a absolute butt ton of the citronal seeds, whatever they're called. Just got Xena to go. Not really a lot of stone considering, but we did primarily grab wood. So not terribly surprising. That is, all of the inventories are emptied. Next time we will not bother with the rest of the groups, just Bertha, Paras and Beavers. Then we will make the tranquilizers. I don't know how many we've got currently. We'll go up to about 50, that's fine. And then I want to make actual ammunition for the shotgun as well. Right to turd burgling for the time being. I still haven't found the other pterodon all this time. Now a bit of extra carry weight. Oh god, I once again forgot that you were out here. Sorry about that. We will need to take you to get some food. Oh, where's Gabriel, Dave? We have a new, slightly larger version of yourselves. Right, I assume you lot will be alright getting through or over the gate. Honestly, they just went through it, all three of them, without any trouble at all. Right, Gabriel got it. Thank you, Gabriel. Guess he forgot to bring his axe with him, by the way. A sickle is what I'm after. And probably do want my armor back on as well. No, don't do whatever you just did. I think I just repaired it, that's all that happened. Which is a waste of metal, but no, not awful. I just ate poo again. This is a very poor habit we've developed. There we go, plenty of food. Clear your mouth out with that. Now let's see if... Oh, odd. There you go. Sorry that took so long to give you a name. Gabriel was stuck on a rock. Wait, for a creature that can fly is quite embarrassing. So I just shot that nowhere near him. Good job. You're alright? You're alright. Fish. Fish. Elvis is catching all the fish today. Oh, did you drop it? Or did you eat it? I think he ate it. That's fine. Just carry all that for me if you will. Got 700 HP. I suppose it is a level 44. 216 stamina. You can't level up its movement speed. Could give it some more melee. Could give it some more weight carrying capacity. I'm gonna give it weight just to see how much it gains. I don't know which one of these is gonna be better for out of the Pterodon or Pelagornis, riding on the back of. Otherwise, I already did squeak toward it. Yoink. Yeah, that's an underwater cave, I see. That might be. I'll come back here with my scuba stuff and have a look. But for now, fishing. This area is usually pretty safe. The only thing out here that could cause issue would be a... Once again, we have a missing Gabriel. I'll just find it when we go back. It's gonna just be a pain in the ass to keep having to fix the game every 5 seconds. Good job. Okay, remember how I said there was one thing that could cause us a problem? Yeah, it's that. That would be the guy that would cause us issue. I think Elvis just got stuck right next to him. I didn't know you could do that. So the Pelagornis can sit neatly on top of the water. This area's pretty empty currently. Because we've gone all the way up to where the swamp is. There should be fish around here. Thank you, Elvis. They're so useful. That hunting ability is so good. Thank you. Although do note, you have to tell them to follow you again each time after using it. So if you do use it, just make sure you hit the follow whistle again each time. You manually tell them to attack, because they will not. Nicely done. Oh, this thing actually attacked me. It gave me like a bleed effect. Wasn't really expecting that. Ooh. What's attacking me now? Oh, it's another one of the fish. Let's not get killed by a fish, thank you. Yeah, Pelagornis, do not push me further in if that's alright. That would be great. So those things do attack, but you just have to make the initial attack, it seems. They're all gone. They're not going to survive this. What wanted? Something wanted. Prime fish. Very specifically. I know the Wedgina creature. It's not a Diplodocus. Or a Diplodocus. Might be a Diplodocus. I don't remember. I think he just dropped something at me, but I did not see it. That was it. Also, he just hunted a saber-tooth salmon. And again. Well, it would be nice if Gabriel could have joined us over there. Alright, Elvis, you can calm down. We don't need to take out the entire population of fish. You know, it was more than enough. They're so good at what they do, though. The fact that they got the hunt and retrieve thing going for them is just so useful. There he is. Here, he just sat down. Do you have enough fish? Yeah, you're pretty low on the old fish storages. We can always distribute more to you. Why do you look so shiny? It's like silver. Finally. Are you a silvery colour? Or are you just, drenched? We're just drenched. Or slimy. Here you can have some of this prime fish as well. Enjoy. Now if only we could find... You can wander now as well. Right, the next question will be, where do I want lights for this place? Probably one that goes all the way along the length of here, but if we put one up there... The question is, how far would it cover down here? Yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy a bright white light shining from my whole base. I would like to light the place up so we can actually see. Get that up. And it's probably just going to be the omnidirectional ones. I'm not sure we're going to need the other ones. What am I looking at? What on earth has happened to my base? Excuse you? I didn't do that. I didn't break this. Right, so we're gonna have to fix that then. I think that issue was probably created because usually I would play on the battle light off version of the game, just because I don't want it to interfere with anything. Oh great, no, the game just what? Oh yeah, the game is just mad, is what's happened. Mad or bad, whatever you find more fitting. Yep, there's something invisible over here, but it's like an invisible triangle piece or something that's sitting here. Is that the one I'm standing on? Maybe, maybe not. I think what I do is just exit the game and re-enter again, and hope that the issue fixes itself. Nope. Right, I'm gonna just try and demolish it. But it was one we were standing on. Well, the game is just being absolute arse about every single thing it can do. Everything it can do wrong, it will do wrong. Does it make the game better? More entertaining? No. Is the game still gonna do it anyway? Of course. Yeah, I don't know what the game's problem is now. But the game sure does like to have problems. Probably something to do with this roof, who knows. I'll be honest with you, beyond caring now. The game is just one constant issue. Oh, lord of the game. I wish upon a star that you weren't so bad. Yeah, we are just going to destroy this now. This entire building. You have to destroy this entire building to, with any luck, fix the awful video game. Nope, for some reason this spot here now doesn't work. What do you mean? If only it wasn't the buggiest mess you have ever had the displeasure of playing. Right, this is apparently the way that the game wants this to be. So I know it looks awful and jank, but the game will not let me do anything else. Yeah, I'm if you can't tell, I'm ready to call it quits. Well, I'll try restarting the entire game again. With any luck, third time's the charm. I do expect everything to still be broken over here. Probably not work still, continuously. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I did uninstall BattlEye, just in case that was the cause of the issue. And I have also verified all of the game files through Steam. Needless to say, it's not resolved the issue, but I think I'm just going to have to rebuild this entire area, sadly. Well, not the entire area, I'm not going to bother doing that, but I will probably rebuild this structure over here, so that it will be probably just a part of that bridge. So instead of going all the way up, over, and then down, the up path will be maybe stairs that go up to those big rocks, and this will be its own little building. Where the roof of the building will be flat, maybe ramped into flat roof. And from there, well, we'll see. First things first, I just need to demolish this. The upside being, of course, it's an opportunity to rebuild everything, but sadly I did get to the point where I actually liked how this place looked, but this is beyond the choice, really. I can't rebuild it because the game just isn't letting me place stuff, so we just have to roll with the punches, I'm afraid. And I think we need to, that's kind of the sign that I probably need to spend more time working toward the actual end game objectives. The dodos are exploring the new territory they've got hold of. Just up the gamma. Make sure my FOV is at 120. There we go. Oopsie. What have I done? One of our dodos is making a break for it. Don't know where they think they're going to end up, but they're off on an adventure. Yeah, that's broken there as well. So something must have just happened. The game updated or something. I don't know. I didn't see any updates at all, so I have no idea what happened. Can't remember which one of these is my resource chest, not resource. Building material one. I said I'm immediately finding it. So what do we do with this now? Being that this is a new opportunity, one thing I would like to... Texture doesn't look like they had a load of them. Is to probably add some kind of way to go immediately over to there. And the only thing I can think of is to get rid of the spiral staircase, add a platform there, add stairs that go... I've done it again. The only way for me to get out of there is to... Oh no, yep, I resolved that issue many a day ago. Never mind. Oh, I'm just stuck in the terrain now. Because this is a thing that the game does as well. Of course, because there's an invisible wall on the outside of the stairs, but it's not big enough to stop you from falling off the stairs. But it is big enough for you to get strapped behind, instead of just not having it there. Which would be the obvious way of resolving that issue. Well, maybe we could tear out this wall here as well. Push out this corner. It's a bit more of a roundabout way of doing the house. But this way we can go up there and straight in the room. There's no like circling around. Alternatively, we've got this one, and then this could go out to, I suppose, there, and we just drag it out, but this roof will no longer be needed. Oh, why can we not place it here then? It needs a foundation support. Interesting. We don't need the lamppost and the lights, which is what we were here to initially do. Alright, we're not allowed to place a foundation structure there either. So the only thing I can think of is that we place something like a fence foundation there. And try using that. And then we need to try and convince the game that it can attach to that foundation. Of which I'm not certain the game is going to be convinced. The wooden railing is obstructed. Everything that can be a problem is made into a problem. Well, we've got an electric cattle prod. I just foresee this being the cause of future problems. This game could make putting a knife through your eye seem like a fun time. Alright, let's try this. Can put one there, can't put one there, can't put one there. So I think what I'm going to do is start a different series. And maybe slowly transition out of this one. Or maybe quite quickly transition out of this one. Oh my lord, the game, please, please stop being bad. I'm sorry. Like, I really wanted to get back. I just really wanted to get back, get into the game, start making progress, but it's just... I am unable to play the video game. I cannot place the foundation, because the game just doesn't want you to place the foundation. I cannot turn or open an inventory without the game deciding that it's going to drop 30 frames. Right, I think we just have to leave the building like it is. Right, we're gonna go and get our armor. We take our shotgun. The next thing we need is just some ammunition. The game's freezing again. No idea why it's doing this. We'll probably go and try and tame some stuff. Do one of these bosses. This might be the end, but it's that we either now go and make this into something. We try and make something out of this, or it's gonna come to an end because the game's just gonna break before we can do anything. So, nothing else can be done. The base is a wreck of its former self. But what else can there be? I tried to make it work, I did. Sincerely, I did try and make this work, but it just isn't. Need to burn some more wood. Purpose over here, so she can hold on to some of the stacks of wood. See if we can get her to turn around and walk over it. Not really what I wanted, but if she figures that out, she figures that out. She's not gonna figure it out. Right, thank you, Bertha. Right, ammunition, we've got tranquilizers, we've got some eggs. We're just gonna eat these eggs, we don't need to carry them. We are feeling the cold extreme amounts for some reason. Temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. We've got to day 83, we're level 95. We know that there's some kind of boss that's gonna chase us if we go into that cave and grab it to activate it. So it'll be more of a case of who do we take with us to get there. Where's my torch? We're just gonna make this ammunition. Probably go into the cave and grab that thing. And see what we can do. But I just need to make sure that we're pretty much ready as we can be for it. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to make any of this because it requires polymer, sadly. And we just don't have the polymer for that. Oh, what do I give you? Probably just damage. I'm just a bit worried that the boss thing that's going to spawn in, out of my eyes. The boss thing that's going to spawn in is going to be a flying creature. Oh, we may not want to rip the door off. Just in case whatever comes for us can't actually get through the door. Pelaganoris, I'm going to set you onto the flyer group as well. We're just going to basically group up what we can. Right, the iguanas are following Hope. What we'll do is we'll move the flyers and the iguanodons all to the same group, and they'll be like my attack squad. I don't know where Squeak is. Squeak and Squawk might be able to just live their own life also. And beavers will be their own group as well. Prepare that and we'll take this, just in case we need to quick switch in the fight. The chomps aren't going to be any use because they just run away. But we will steadily retreat back here, I think. Right, do I have everything and anything I'm going to need to? We probably don't actually want to take the tools, because they'll just end up slowing us down. We'll see how this goes. But I'm going to put... yeah, the beetles just walk over the fences. That's what happens. For the sake of their own safety, I'm actually going to finish off that fence if I've got the fences. And if not, I will finish off a portion of the fences. Well, no, unless they can walk over this one. Oh, well, there might be a minor issue with that. Alright, stay safe, little ones. I may or may not return from this.